What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing another vacuum comparison video between these two Hoovers. This time I will be comparing my Hoover Widepath Tempo and my Hoover Windtunnel Supreme. I'll be going over the differences and similarities of both machines, and then later I'll go ahead and do a little face-off between the two to show you how well they perform and just how good these vacuums are. For starters, one of the similarities is that they're both clean air based vacuums. They both have headlights. Believe it or not, they actually both have wind tunnel technology. You would think that the Tempo lacks the wind tunnel technology, but when I took it apart to service the belt, I found there was a little piece up on the top of where the brush roll mounts, which is basically air suction ducts to channel the airflow, just like the wind tunnels are marketed as. Funny, huh? Only this one, the Tempo, you can get much cheaper than the wind tunnel. And one other difference that I've noticed, that you will notice right offhand, is that the tool storage on the wind tunnel is up top, held or caged off by this little clear plastic door, which houses your upholstery tool, dusting brush, and crevice tool. The Tempo, all of their attachments are mounted on the back here. The crevice tool, upholstery tool. The dusting brush is missing on this one, and so are the two extension wands right here, in which on the wind tunnel, the two extension wands are actually mounted on the back. So different tool mounting locations. But one similarity that both these vacuums have, they both have 12 amp motors. I'm going to open up the bag doors here. Both do take Type Y bags. I'm running HEPA bags in both vacuums. Both do somewhat take the same pre-motor filter, but the weird part is that the Tempo, you actually have to drill a hole in between inside the filter right here so it fits, because there's a little notch right in there that's supposed to hold the filter in place. So they do have a filter that fits this better, because if you buy the wrong filter, like I bought from my wind tunnel, that one was supposed to be for the wind tunnel, it doesn't have the notch right in the middle to hold the filter in place. But both do hold together by the same shaped cages right there. Now, as for post-motor filters, the Tempo's is this little small one caged off right here that just pops out like so, where you would actually have to take the bag door off just to gain access to it, whereas the wind tunnel is just right here on the side, and you don't even have to take the bag door off to gain access to it. So that's a little bit more convenience with the wind tunnel. And both vacuums do have headlights, and older or newer variations of the Tempo actually don't have headlights or bag check indicators. One nice feature that the wind tunnel has that the Tempo does not is the embedded dirt finder, which basically when you're vacuuming, if it's green, then your carpet's clean, and when it senses dirt, it goes red. Both do have 5 carpet height adjustments. Let's go ahead and tip the vacuums back just to see underneath. Both currently are running the same style brush roll by Cleveland Wood Products. The wind tunnels is in much better condition because this is actually a brand new one that I just put in recently, whereas the Tempo's, it's original. And the bristles are still in good condition. And let's show you the model number of the wind tunnel. my camera will focus. Okay. It's not wanting to focus, but let's see if it can. Oh, there it goes. As you can see, the model number of the Tempo is model U5140-900, which here's the model number for the Windtunnel, model U5458-900. Turns out the first two letters are the month of which it was manufactured. So this one says 07, so that's July, and the third and fourth are the day it was manufactured, or actually it was the year that it was manufactured. So 07, 08, so it's July of 2008. That's the age of the Tempo, and the Windtunnel is manufactured 05 of 03, so May of 2003. So the Tempo is 5 years newer. And I believe the Tempo was made in the fact that Hoover switched the manufacturing to the TTI name, while the Windtunnel is actually a Maytag manufactured machine. I know because I've ran both these vacuums, and they actually have different sounding motors. If anyone knows this, the TTI Hoovers, or at least the Windtunnels that is, have a more high-pitched, whining sounding motor, which I think it even has more suction. And the Windtunnels is a lot more smoother, or at least the Maytag ones, that is, have a much smoother sounding motor, and it doesn't whine and sound like something's not right and you lose your hearing because of it. One other difference that the Windtunnel has feature-wise is that they have flex hoses. This is standard on the Supreme models. There were some lower end versions of the Windtunnel that had a fixed hose, like on the Tempo here. And one other difference between these, the Hoover Windtunnel has a much longer cord. I'm thinking it's about 28 feet, whereas the Tempo just has a 20 foot, so it's very short. And one last difference between these is where the power switch is located. As you can see on the Windtunnel, the power switch is actually mounted on the handle right here that slides up and down. Where, believe it or not, this is actually connected to a little rocker switch down in the valley of the machine that's connected to the old school slider switch. Hoover calls this actually a safety switch. Whereas on the Tempo, it's just right down on the side of the machine where that little rocker switch is. It doesn't have a safety switch at all. So anyway, I will go ahead and cut away and come back to show you these vacuums' cleaning performance. Also, something interesting to tell if your vacuum is a TTI Hoover or a Maytag Hoover is that this plug end is the one from the Windtunnel, and this one's from the Tempo. The Tempo has a different cord end design, where the Maytag Windtunnel looks just like it would have come off an Elite, which is very interesting. So now let's go ahead and plug both of these machines in. And I've spread out some cereal out here on the carpet just to kind of test these cleaning performance. So we're going to go ahead and start it off with the Tempo. You will note how loud this motor sounds. Left a little bit behind, but that's probably just belt marks. Okay, that did pretty decent. And now on to the wind tunnel. You will note the difference in the sound of the motor on this. We'll say both are very good vacuums. Cleaning performance is probably about the same. But anyway, they're both great machines. If I were to do this contest over again, I probably would have crushed the cereal up a little bit smaller because they did snowplow a bit of the heavy particles up front. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the cleaning performance of and comparison between the Hoover Widepath Tempo and the Hoover Windtunnel. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.